here with a banger. We are in week 11, 1 week away from the bye week, by the way. Uh, it's been a fun season so far. We're 6-4. We did lose last week, 21. Well, we did lose last week, 41-21. We had a lot of close games, ups and down games, but for the most part, it's only a tight race between us and New Orleans, who just beat us last week. They're sitting at number 8th in the playoff race, but they are sitting at number 2 in the South. The Buccaneers are number 3. Carolina is rightfully so in the number 4 spot in the South. So mock draft 2 did come out, and we're currently top 25 in this year's draft, sitting at 24, and could be particularly we could be getting a right end, maybe in the name of Khalil Dyson. That's what they have us drafted or picked to take with the 24th overall pick. By the way, we could move back, maybe take a safety, because the corners we were looking into, they're going to all be gone by the time our pick is. Justin McCullough out of Miami, he's going to be gone. Even the 6'4 corner out of Oregon, he's going within the top 15. John Porter is going number 12 to the Broncos, who we play today. And then before him, it's supposed to be Jeremy Peck out of Buffalo, the 6'1 corner. So all of our corners are going within the top 25. So we still need to figure out who we're going to take in the first round, because it was going to be one of those 3 corners. And the one we was going to have the most was John Porter out of Oregon. But due to us kind of having a really good season, we're going to probably fall back a little bit. So maybe we might take the safety and Lawrence Tyson, who we think is very, very good and is on our draft board is on our draft board, by the way. Or we can go Todd Brooks, the corner, or not corner, but the safety out of Clemson. We could go his route as well if we want to go that route. Taj Bates. I said Brooks, didn't I? Taj Bates, I'm sorry, safety out of Clemson. I got the score right, but Taj Bates, the safety out of Clemson, he could be somewhere we can look into as well. We also love Terrence Tucker as well, the free safety out of Texas Tech. We like him a lot. I'm very high on him. I think it's so. If we're not going to be getting any of these corners, I could see safety being a first round draft pick for us. So these are between right now Terrence Tucker, 6'1", 222 out of Texas Tech, or Taj Bates, the strong safety, 6'3", 205 out of Clemson. Let's look at some other needs for this team real quick. And we're gonna start off with the let's keep it on defensive side of the ball. Let's start out with the defensive tackles. We don't really have much of scouting on this group here, but we're going to start off with the first rounder, Ezekiel McLean, 6'5", 297, power rusher, C block shedding, C finesse move. Great to good speed, great to good strength. So he's very athletic, B hit power, but will he be able to stop the run is going to be our question. This defensive tackle room isn't that good. It's not that good at all. But I feel like we do need to kind of study this room and kind of picture where could we find a good guy. Connor Porter, speed rusher, 6'4", 295, A finesse move, C block shedding. He does fit the prototype 3-4 defensive tackle, but not necessarily a D tackle, but a defensive end would be more so his spot if we were to draft him in the 3rd to 4th round. You got a couple of day 3 guys that we want to look into, but I think Jonathan Thorpe at 6'4", 303, who is more so our typical defensive tackle here as a run stopper out of Florida, would be block shedding, D power move, D tackle. Good to solid strength. I wish I was a little bit higher, but I do want to kind of see what else he could potentially give us and what else do he have. We'll let these other guys kind of, scout rating wise, kind of develop a little bit more and see what they have. I'm gonna look at Brian Shields since we do have a 64% scouting on him. See, yeah, he's still not gonna be that good. But we have a 50%, yeah, 50%. So we'll just keep letting these guys keep getting scouted. There are also some defensive ends here. I'm not really big on those yet, but those could be coming into play too as well. But let's go ahead and look at this wide receiver room. I think this is what we want to look at the most and figure out who is here for us. Starting out in the West region, we're going to start off with the 6'3" wide receiver out of USC, 228, physical guy. A catching, B to D A catching traffic. I'm sorry, B to D catching, C to F deep route, A to release is really good. He's pretty athletic for him to be a 6'3" physical guy. Um, yeah, uh, elite to great strength, ace, good to solid speed, elite to great jumping, good to solid change of direction, good to solid agility, and then solid to decent acceleration. So with all that being said, uh, B medium route, A release, A spectacular catch, B short route, B to D run block, C to F route, deep route, A to awareness. So we need to kind of figure out what else he has, but for the most part, he seems like he's going to be pretty good. I don't know where he's at as of getting drafted wise. I don't think it was that many wide receivers in the mock draft that was leaving the board. In mock draft two, Sean Towns, that's one. There go Clint Cooper, that's two. He's going to leave within the top 10. They have him projected. Max Gray is leaving within the top 15. Glenn Weldon is leaving within the top 20. Cole Milmore would leave within the top 25 as he will be projected as a 25th pick. And then other than that, no other wide receiver is supposed to go. So Gilmore is the last wide receiver that's projected to go off of the board for the wide receiver room. So that was Cooper, Gilmore, Sean Towns, and Greg Weldon and Max Gary. So maybe let's look into some guys that's probably supposed to leave later rounder, like late rounds guys, like second, third rounders. So let's get into Jerome Richard, 6'4", 235 out of Oregon. He's another physical guy. He looks like he's a little bit more faster than uh, Cooper, which is kind of good, I guess, as a 6'4" guy. B catching the traffic, C release. So his route running isn't as polished as Cooper's is. But I think due to his athleticism, he deserves to be on a board. So Jerome Richard out of Oregon is going to be on our board over Quentin Cooper. Let's get also into Kevin Whitfield, 6'3", 235 out of UCLA. He's another physical guy. B catching traffic, C catching, D deep route, and a C release. He's not as athletic as Quentin Cooper or Jerome Pritchard, but he has really good spectacular catch, solid short route, B to D run blocking, which is okay. Deep route can get some help, release can get some help with obviously, and B catching traffic. So I do think he can be something for other teams, but I don't think he will be anything for me. And then Matthew Davidson, 5'8", 179 out of Arizona State. Okay, great to good speed, great to good acceleration. I wish that probably should be a little bit higher as he is a 5'9" wide receiver or 5'8" wide receiver coming out of Arizona State. But deep route is very high. Spectacular catch is very high for a short guy. Is he a deep threat? Yep, deep threat. Catching isn't all that high with just being a D, so that would need help. A to C run blocking though was pretty high as well for a 5'8" guy. C to F awareness. Um, it's kind of hard to see where he's at right now. That's kind of tough because I think he could probably slip into the third, the fourth round based off of what he's looking like towards me. So the only guy from the West region we're going to add in is going to be Jerome Pritchard. Keep saying Pritchard. Jerome Richard. And let's go to the Central Division. So we know Cole Gilmore is supposed to leave within the top 25. So we're going to go into Tavarius Pearman out of Wisconsin, 6'4", 216. He's a playmaker. B release, B catching traffic, B to D catching, C deep route. Good to solid speed, elite to great strength. Okay, so pretty solid. 8 short route, A spectacular catch, C deep route, A to C awareness, B to D run block, B medium route, B release, as we already said, A to C carrying. Okay, he's not bad. I think he could be something. I feel like having him in the wide receiver room with a guy like Drake London, having him and Drake London maybe on the outside, Darnell Mooney in the slot. something like that. I feel like that could also work for us as well. So so far we have Jerome Pritchard out of or I keep saying Pritchard. Jerome Richard out of Oregon, setting at 6'4", and then Tavarius Pearman out of Wisconsin, standing at 6'4". Let's get into the 6'3", 213 guy out of Iowa State and Roman Blaylock. 23 years old though. He's projected to go between the second to third round. B catching, C deep route, D to release, and D catch in traffic. He's not athletic at all. Elite to great acceleration though. He can catch the ball pretty well. Medium route running or B route running. D short route is C deep route. A to C awareness, A to C bar carrying vision, B to D run blocking, which is really, really good. A to C spectacular catch. Hopefully that's more so a B, not a C. A to C juke, A to C break tackle, B to D carrying, A to C kickoff return, A to C spin move, C to F stamina, C to F stiff arm. D release though, which is kind of terrible for a projected 2 to 3 rounder. So I think based off that release, we'll kind of pass on that because Jerry London's already pretty slow off the line himself. So that wouldn't really fare well with me. Let's get into the 5'11", 196 guy who's projected to go between the second and third round out of Minnesota, JaMychal Swede. F catching traffic, C catching, C to F deep route, C to F release. Oof, he's not athletic at all. Yep, skip him all the way. So far we only have Jerome Richard out of Oregon and Tavarius. I don't know. I keep saying, I want to say Tavion so bad. Tavarius Perriman, 6'4", out of Wisconsin. Let's go to the Northeast region. We're going to start off with Rob Campbell, 5'10", 175 out of Ohio State. He is a deep threat, so that's really, really good. He looks very, very well. Athletically, very, very fast. Only at 5'10", I'm not really expecting his script to be up, but we do need to get faster. And having elite to great speed and elite to great acceleration is going to do that. Also, having great to good agility is going to do that as well. Also, he has A deep route, B spectacular catch, B release, B catch in traffic, F medium route though, A to C run blocking, B spin move, B to D stamina, C to F stiff arm. Hopefully that catches more so a B or a C. I do think he's good enough to maybe go as our second round draft pick if all else fails. The second guy that we will look into is Daniel Howard, 6'6", 204 out of Connecticut. He's also labeled as a playmaker, but F catching is not going to do it. He's going to probably fall. He might even just go undrafted because F catching is terrible. The Southeast region. We're going to skip the first two guys because they're projected to go within the top 25. But we will go into Sean Payton, 6'3", 224 out of Clemson. He is a physical guy, 21 years old, B catching traffic, A catching, B release, C to F deep route, which is really good. And he has pretty good speed, great to good speed, great to good strength, elite to great jumping, good to solid acceleration. B release, which is good, A spectacular catch, B to D awareness. I think this is somebody we can work with. Sean Payton, 6'3", coming out of Clemson. I think that's somebody we can work with and maybe see what is there with Sean. Let's look at Brian Grenard, 5'11", 179 out of Alabama. He's labeled as a deep threat, 21 years old, 5'11", 179. C catching traffic, B to D catching, A deep route, B to release. Great to good speed, great to good acceleration, elite to great agility, elite to great change of direction, great to good jumping. B to his release, as I already stated. B spectacular catch, A deep route, A to C run blocking, B break tackle, F medium route, C to F stamina, and C to F stiff arm. I think if we can find a way to kind of build him, I think Brian Grenard could be something we can look into as well. Let's look at Dan Poyer out of South Carolina State, 6'5", 218, physical guy, 23 years old though. Yeah, just not that athletic. I want to look for athleticism and then somebody that can actually catch the ball going across the middle if you're going to be 6'5". Juwan Bowen, 6', 209 out of Southern Miss. He's another playmaker that we could probably add to this board, but F catching is going to throw me off. So far, we only have, 5 wide receivers? 2 in the South, 1 in the Northeast, 1, and then 1. So We have Sean Payton, Brian Gennard in the South. We have uh, Ron Rob Campbell. I don't know why I said Ron. Ron Campbell. Then we have Tavares Pearman, and then we have Mr. Richard Jerome Richard. Those are our five guys that are supposed to be going into the first first round, second round, third round, whatever. I don't really like these second to third rounders. I feel like they're gonna potentially drop in this draft. I didn't like anything from them. Some of them had F catching. You had one with B catching, but athletically, Roman Blacklock just not there athletically. So it's not the worst, but I do want something more athletic if I'm going to take you in that spot. Um, let's see, can we find a center to look into? Brad Fox, power guy, 6'4", 316 out of Louisville. A awareness, A impact block, A to C pass block, A to C run block. Elite to great scrim. Okay, he looks really, really good. Let's add him to our board too. Yeah, let's add him to our board. Any other like no second rounders? Okay, so it's either him or bust. Yeah, that makes sense. Either him or bust. All right, cool. Let's see. Can we find any guards that can probably move to the inside? Let's start off with Demarion Williams. B pass block, 21 years old, 6'4", 318 out of Iowa State. Okay, athletically, he looks really, really good. He is an agile guy. So I do want to kind of know what his strength looks like. But A run block finesse, A lead block, and then the B pass block. That's pretty solid as he is an agile guy. So he could kind of get moved around here as well. He could probably play center, guard. I think he might fit us more as a center due to us already having our two guards in Matthew Bergeron and Chris Lindstrom. So maybe looking elsewhere, looking in other spots. Brett Waldman, 6'6", 333, 20 years old out of West Virginia. Power guy. B awareness, A to C impact block, C to F pass block, B to D run block. Even as a center, you still want to at least have some form of pass blocking, but C to F isn't the best they have, but he does still look good athletically. So hopefully that pass blocking isn't too low, but still having that C to F is something we need to kind of focus on as well. So out of this right guard position, I do love what Demarion Williams can give us. We did add Brett Waldman there as well, but I love Demarion Williamson out of Iowa State a lot more. We didn't really look at any of these guards because they're more sort of day third rounders. But Fullerton out of USF, 6'6", 230, 339. I'm sorry, not 239, but 339. He is another guy that's on this board. A lead block, A stamina, D to injury. He is a power guy as well. I think we can probably add him onto the board. I feel like he could be really, really good, although he is projected to go within the first round. But I don't think I've seen that many offensive linemen going in the first round. I think it was more so tackles, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Tackle 1, 2 going in within the top 5, 3 going within the top 10, 4 going in 5 going in within the top 25, 6 going within the top 25, 7 going within the top 30, 9 going within the top 30. So all these are tackles. These not even guards, so or interior offensive linemen. So we still have that to ourselves as well. So we have some routes to go. We can either go corner, and with these guys going within the first 25, top 25, I'm gonna take these guys off. I didn't like really any of the second rounders though either. Not necessarily. Tremaine Cook. Let's look into him a little bit. Yeah, it was just I just don't like what he. It's not terrible standing at 6'2", and he'll be a top fit for us. But athletically, he's not that athletic. That was the only burner for him. Yes, his man zone isn't as high. It's no, you know what I mean. But I do think we need to find us a corner here instantly. Brandon Whitlock, I think, was the same way. He just wasn't as athletic as I would like. So that was kind of the only burner with him. We didn't really look at the third rounders yet, and we might actually do that. to kind of figure out what's here in the third and the fourth round. Um, Bernard Knight, 6 foot, 186, 22 years old out of USC. C man coverage, D press, D zone. Not athletic at all. I'm looking for athleticism, man. I feel like if you can't have athleticism, then what are you doing? Chuck Sweeting out of Texas Tech, B man coverage, F zone, which is terrible, but no athleticism at all. So that's not going to be helpful for me. Quandre Charles, 5'9", 189, 12 years old, Wisconsin. Yeah, man, these day three guys are terrible. Let's go ahead and go to the next. Evan Lassiter, 6'1", 223 years old, out of Syracuse. Yeah, bro. If we want a corner, we're gonna have to probably go get somebody in free agency, man. Melvin Galloway. I'm just trying to find like nice acceleration, but marginal poor like speed is terrible. You will have to play in the slot with that. He has good the solid speed, but not that good in the man or zone. So we're gonna have to figure something out here. Like ASAP. We're gonna have to figure something out here. Like ASAP. Nobody's really that fast here. John Porter got the solid speed, but is that good enough for me to take a gamble on now? I think so. I think so. I think he could be somebody we can gamble. Oh wait, wrong guy. I think that's something we can gamble on. Let's see. Trying to look for some speed guys. Got a couple UDFA guys, and it's just straight UDFA guys. Why is all the UDFA guys better than the guys that's supposed to be getting Dorian Callaway 5'11", B press? Okay. Yeah, how's it the UDFA guys that has the speed right there in the central region? Great to good, good to solid. And he's another UDFA guy. Oh man, I didn't even get a good look at his name. Let me see who it is. Rashad McClain. Oh, McClain is right here. He's a zone guy with an F-man C zone. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. This year is gonna be tough drafting. Like respectfully, I'm telling you guys right now, it's gonna be very tough drafting. Okay, now this group has a lot of speed. Michael Walker will get the solid speed, but when you look at him specifically, Tremaine Clark out of Alabama, 2 to 3. I think we can add Tremaine Clark. I think he could be something very developmental, a developmental piece. Oh, wrong person. Tremaine Clark, yeah, he could be a developmental piece. Michael Walker as well. As a three to four rounder. It's not terrible, but I was looking for somebody to be a little bit better. But if we don't need that right away, those could be some developmental guys for us. So that's who we're gonna add to our board. Um, who else can we? Who can we take off? Oh, Lawrence Tyson. We can take off Lawrence Tyson since he'll be gone by then too. Uh, he should be in the West Division. Yep, Lawrence Tyson. Cool. Back to favorites. Other than that, everybody else's that's on the board is very much pick upable. So no guards are supposed to leave in the first round yet, or not projected to go in the first round. So that's our board for right now. We'll build upon it next week as well. Um, yeah, let's just keep going, man. We played the Broncos here. Let's look at their injury report and see what they have going on. Also, we have no more B. John Robinson for the next 3 weeks, by the way. Ray McLeod comes back next week, so during the bye week, we'll get B. John back. I think the week at a week after the bye week. So week 14, week 13, week 14, somewhere around in there. Who else do we get back soon? Yeah, that's it. All right, but on to the Broncos, man. We have to focus up on the Broncos. No Jaleel McLaughlin and no Drew Saunders for this year. So those are two major guys, young pieces that they're going to be missing. Well, Jaleel McLaughlin's going to be missing for this week, and then Drew Sanders is going to be missing for the rest of this year. But with that being said, let's look at their roster. Broncos. There we go. Bo Nix, rookie quarterback out of Oregon. Let's see what type of year he's having. Let's see. He was taken, what, 10th or 12th overall pick. So far, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 2,000 plus yards. So you have Javonte Williams, you have Samaje Perine, and Audric Estime, rookie out of Notre Dame. Fullback is Michael Burton. Wide receiver room looks as such: Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Marvin Mims, Josh Reynolds, and Troy Franklin, rookie out of Oregon. So a guy that he knows very, very well. Uh, Marvin Mims, though, who was last season special teamer, this year wide receiver. So coming over from Oklahoma, he's more so used in the special teams room. But he's also making his name for himself as a receiver, as he was a second round draft pick and he was a Pro Bowler as well in his rookie season. So that's really good for him. Greg Dulcich, Adam Troutman, and Nate Atkins is their tight ends. Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers. You also have Nick Gargiulo, a rookie out of South Carolina, as left guard. He's 24 years old, 65 overall. Quinn Bailey is hurt. Sam Mustipher is their center. Also, Alex Forsyth is his backup. Quinn Miners, and you also have Calvin Throckmorton as the right guard. Mike McGlinchey is the right tackle, and Matt Pert is his backup. Defensive side of the ball, you have John Franklin Myers and Matt Henningsen. You have Zach Allen and Malcolm Roach. D tackle is DJ Jones, Renell Wren, and Angelo Blackson. 11 side linebacker consists of Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito. Middle linebacker room consists of Cody Barton, Eldon Roberts, and Jonas Griffith. But as I said, Drew Sanders, who's going to be their long-term option, is hurt for the rest of the season. They traded for Eldon Roberts from the Pittsburgh Steelers earlier in this year. And I guess thus far he's been looking pretty solid for them since he came over in a trade a couple weeks ago. He did not resign back here, so they still have some numbers to figure out there. Baron Browning is also here as well, and they have Jonah Ellis, rookie out of Utah, who they drafted this season as well. Third round, fourth round. He was one of those. Third round. Yep, third round out of Utah. 21 years old, very young. Patrick Surtain, the second, is cornerback 1. J.C. Jackson is cornerback 2. Levi Wallace, cornerback 3 / nickel slot guy. Riley Moss is here as well, second man out of Iowa, and Chris Abram Dreams, rookie out of Missouri, 22 years old, 71 overall. They need to get Patrick Surtain some help at the cornerback position, but for right now, I guess their cornerback room isn't terrible. Tyson Gibson Sr. is their free safety. They still have Terrell Burgess here as well, and Delarian Turner Yale, third man out of Oklahoma. Strong safety, they have Brandon Jones, PJ Locke, and J.L. Skinner. Kicker, Will Lutz, punter, Trenton Gill. So that's their roster. That's what they look like. That's what we're going to face this week. With that being said, yeah, we'll fix something real quick, just real quick. For me personally, I feel like Arnold Abikidi came better off on, was that the right side that he played off of last in the season? Yeah. So we're gonna move him back over to the right side of the offensive line. I feel like that's where he played his best ball at. When he was not the starter and he was just a regular old backup. Brandon Dorless. Okay, cool. So I feel like that works out for us because when he was playing just as a rusher, he was getting more sacks from being a rush right in. So we'll see how that works out for him. See if that helps him out a little bit more. Um, yeah, so this is how our stats look. We're kind of closing that gap in on the touchdown to interception ratio. So hopefully we keep trying at that. Rushing wise, though, no B. John Robinson for the next 3 weeks. So we're going to be highly leveled and highly focused on Tyler Algier. Our run game has been, lack of better words, terrible. But he still have close to almost 600 yards rushing. How? Don't ask me, please. We have two guys over 600 yards receiving, which is really, really good. And we're finally getting Drake London the touchdowns now as he's kind of getting up in there. 6, 12, 16. That 6, 12 plus 4. Yep, plus 4 is 16. So 16 touchdowns within these top three. He might finish around 8, 9, hopefully. He's going to probably be at 1,000. He'll probably finish around 1,000, maybe even just 900. And Ray McLeod is just doing Ray McLeod, but he's hurt. So it's up to Kader Hodge, which is looking really, really good as well. Sack wise, Caleb McGarry is not living up to his contract at all. Already with 8 sacks within the first 11 weeks. And he only played in 10 games thus far. 11 weeks, 10 games, and gave up 8 sacks. So that's not really, really good. What week did he miss? He played in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He played in 8, 9. He played in 10. Okay, yeah, never mind. We only played 10 games. Duh, goofy. But he got up 3 sacks alone in week 4 to the Saints, which is terrible. Like I said, he's not living up to that contract that we're going to have to step in for next season. He could be gone. I mean, just saying. Drew Dalman's only played in 4 games out of all of the offensive linemen that we have. Drew Dalman has only played in 4 games. Terrible. Chris Lindstrom, he's been okay within his 9 games he's played in. Matthew Bergeron's been okay as well. Jake Matthews, his biggest problem has been just the holding penalties and things of that nature. Arnett Bikiti's been having a really solid season thus far as well. Has Grady Jarrett. And Josh Sweat, we're hoping he starts coming alive here sooner than later. Kane Ellis, who has 71 tackles thus far on the season, that puts him within the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he's top 5 right now in tackles. Actually, he's top 4 in tackle, or top 5, because we'll have to go out of the 5. So he's top 5 in tackles, but he is leading the league in tackle for losses, which is really good. Leading the league in sacks is Alex Highsmith, who started his career off, or his season off to a high start when they played against us, and he picked up, am I tripping? 2 sacks in that game. He just came off a 3-sack game against the Commanders, and they won, or they lost 7-9. They've been in some close games these last 2 weeks. They win by just 4, they lose by just 2. Oh my God. They beat us week 1. You dig. You feel me? But he's been on an absolute tear these last couple of weeks. He's been very consistent with his sacks. So very good for him, but we need to get some sacks of our own, man. He's actually leading that team right now. He's leading the league in sacks as well, which is good with the 11.5. So that's good for him. So let's get right into this episode, though. We are looking at the roster, and let's get into our team meeting as we go up against the 4-6 Broncos. We will not sleep on this squad because we know at any given moment, any team can beat you in a game of Madden. So we just have to play hard-nosed, downright greedy football and force this team to play to us and our strengths, which is the run game. Well, they're starting at rookie quarterback, so are we. What's our weakness of his that we can? He struggles with fumbles. Okay, well, let's see how many fumbles he can force today. All right, so how should we attack that? Okay, force fumbles. We need to script the ball every time we hit him. Okay, good. will be successful if we just force him to fumble just one time out of the whole game. That's cool. And we have the players to do so. We have the squad to do so. So yeah, let's see how we can fare to this Broncos team, which should probably be a little bit more pass heavy though. Uh, let's do throw it short. Keep that kind of in our area of expertise. We're top 25 in defense yet again. We went from 17 to 25. So that's pretty darn bad after we got blown out last week. So that is another reason why we're that low again. Let's get back into the weekly training stuff. We haven't done these in about a week or two. So I guess 2 episodes. Coming out of the bye though, you will get, a couple doubleheader episodes with only being 5 weeks left of the season. 5 to 6 weeks left of the season. So you will get doubleheader episodes for like 2 weeks in a row, I believe, maybe even more. The only ones that won't be doubleheaders is if it somehow turns into if we win, we keep our player hopes alive. If we lose, oh, we're out of the playoffs. Something like that. If it turns into something like that, that's when you guys will probably start seeing us kind of go back to just the 1 games per episode. But for right now, it will probably be some doubleheaders coming out of the bye week. Also, the bye week will consist of some player scouting, a lot of player scouting actually, and that's going to be picked because why not throw picks in practice and get them out the way now, right? Jaleel McLaughlin, he couldn't break a tackle there. That kind of stings us. Good catch there. But like I said, yeah, you could have good catch there by Drake London. Just dives for it. Touchdown, Drake. Yeah, so next episode will be the draft prospect scouting. I guess we've been looking at stacks throughout the whole season, so I guess we can't really say looking at stats and stuff, but we'll probably look at some like lead stats, some potential awards that we could probably still win. Okay, nothing there. On that play, they give me back the same play. I don't know how we fouled him in the back of the end zone. That was an accident, but it worked out very well. Nice catch there. So hold on. I'm trying to think, make sure I'm saying this all right. All right, so cool. Prospect scouting. We're gonna do that. How the frick? Okay, Clark. Okay, Clark Phillips. I see. Prospect scouting. We're gonna do a little bit of that. We're gonna look at some stats around the league, some early award winners, or not award winners, but some early some people that's up for awards and things of that nature. What else are we gonna look at? We're gonna look at our sliders. I don't know if you guys seen the sliders or not yet, but I'll show you guys the sliders, some XP things we're looking at. Talk about some direction changes we can go into. Look at the team, who's been good for us thus far, who's been bad for us, who needs to step up, and then things of that nature. I would say Josh Sweat needs to step up, but he hasn't really played too many games yet for us to even put him in that, that area of, oh, well, we need you to step up. So, not going to add him into that fray yet. I would like to see Ruka Orro step up, though, the rookie out of Clemson, because Brandon Doyle has been on an absolute tear of late, and that's why he's right here doing this, because he's been a little bit better than what most people probably gives him credit for. Brandon Doris has been really good. He's another rookie out of Oregon that we very, very much like. What else? So I think right now we don't have Rook starting. We might put him back in the starting lineup and see if that kind of shakes him up a little bit. Oh, actually, he is playing. Actually, he'll start. Okay, cool. So Rook is playing. I think we have Brandon Doyle as like a. Oh, actually, he's not even as a rush defensive tackle. He's like I think he's like a backup D tackle. My bad. Yeah, he's just a backup D tackle. So that works out for me. I forgot we should have got Zach Harrison too. That we probably need to kind of focus on as well as the season keeps going. But without further ado, let's get right into this episode, man. I'm excited. Hopefully, you guys are too. We did lose last week, so we're sitting at 6-4. They're sitting at 4-6 to keep their playoff hopes alive. They're hoping they can kind of start a little win streak. We was hoping we could start like a little 6-game win streak going into the bye week, but just haven't. It seems like it's a little cold out there in Denver. As we're in the month of early November, I believe. So I think it's November at this point, early to mid-November now. We're in week 12. I don't think we hit the month of December yet. I don't think December comes into place until week 13, 14. But we're underway here in Denver, Colorado. Big hit by D'Angelo Malone, who's probably looking to get a little bit more playing time the way he's getting right now. Sean Payton that's supposed to be Sean Payton, but that's Peter Gaffney, I think that's his name. Sean Payton, as you guys know, he doesn't really care about being in the Madden games, so obviously they need to kind of fix that to where it could be like a generic guy with Sean Payton's name instead of Peter Gaffney for the last 3 to 4 years. And that's overthrown for Cortland Sutton. So that's no good for them there. Good tackle there by Justin Simmons. Gets in there, holding for a gain of just uno. The land shark is in here. Nice hit there by Richie Grant. Brings out 4th down. Nice, quick 3 and out. Took just about 42 seconds off the clock. 44 seconds off the clock. Ooh, couldn't get behind Terrell Burgess. Michael Penix, though, the last 3 to 4 weeks has played some solid ball, some good ball. I'm not going to downgrade it. He's been playing some good ball. I was going to say solid, but no, he's been playing some good ball. He started his career off early, throwing in interceptions. I think at one point he had only 3 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And over that 4-game win streak, 3-game win streak, because we won 4 of the last 5. So over that little win streak we had, he's gotten a lot better. He's gotten more confidence in his throwing ability. Let the game kind of settle for him. And Drew Dalman is hurt yet again. I can't wait for this guy to be off the team, man. We can't never have a full starting offensive line. He's always hurt. And that's not something you typically want to see from your starting offensive line. And that's going to bring up a big into the shoulder screen. Nice gain there. Nice catch there from Mr. Darnell Mooney. As Tyler Algier is going to power forward, pick up a 1st down. As we're no stranger to Tyler Allgeier's game, as he's had to be used a lot in his rookie year, and he rushed for 1,000 that year too. Casey Washington, though, a rookie out of Illinois who's picking in the 6th round, who has to kind of step up due to the injury of Rory McLeod on certain plays here this season. And we're going to find Darnell Mooney yet again, first down. We're going to Darnell Mooney early here. And he already has 2 catches for 12 yards. And here goes this pass game from Atlanta that's been playing very well of late during this win streak. And no, that's a fumble. Tyler Allgeier, who doesn't normally fumble much with a 95 carrying, or maybe even that's a 96 carrying, he fumbles there. And that's not something we're typically used to seeing from Tyler. He's pretty sure-handed. He normally holds on to the ball very well. And we're in the backfield there early, and he's going to break the tackle. AJ Terrell gives chase, and he gets blocked. Terrible tackling. Terrible tackling. Terrible tackling thus far for this team. Brings him down at the 1. And touchdown. All right, we're down 7-0 here early. So we fumbled early, and that's no help. Oh, get out the way! Kadero Hodge picks up first down. As we're trying to keep our first place in the division, actually, due to the Saints beating us last week, they can get back into the race. Nowhere to go there. Loss of 2, actually. As Tyler Allgeier isn't that fast, by the way. So his thing is power. So getting to the edge for him isn't going to be ideal. We find Darnell Mooney. He makes a guy miss. He has a blocker. He's going to use his speed. Darnell Mooney breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney. No way. He breaks a couple of tackles, jukes a man out of his cleats, and he scores a touchdown. Breaks that tackle. And that's Patrick Surtain. Jukes him out. Darnell Mooney to the end zone. Touchdown. Big play. Big play. 60-yard touchdown there to Darnell Mooney. Looks how he just bounce off. I got a little scared because I was like, well, Patrick Surtain is a superstar superstar X Factor, whatever you want to call it. I thought he was going to probably make a play on this ball. Maybe break it up, pick it, maybe. Mooney catches it. Shoves him off. Juke him out. Who is that? Chris Abram Drain? Nope, that's not. No, it's Taj Gibson. Or, I forgot his name. I know it's Gibson's fair. We get a block there. So I was like, okay, well, if we just stay on this side, maybe we could have cut back towards the right side too. That's a lot more room. But I was like, well, if we stay right here where Drake London has the inside leverage there, maybe we can run and get past him. No. Actually, we almost got tackled there. But J.C. Jackson, poor tackling was bad. And then Patrick Surtain gets bumped by J.C. Jackson, and he can tackle. And we just score. Touchdown. Touchdown. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love to see it from Darnell Mooney, man. Helps out the rookie a little bit there. So 3 plays, 60-yard touchdown. Love it. All right, good tackle there. Big hit, Kevin King. Nice tackle there by Clark Phillips. He said, Coach, I'm not scared to stick my head in here. It's a fumble. We got to scoop it up. Justin Simmons on a big hit on Marvin Mims. Let's go. Justin Simmons, big hit. He just looks at him. He just stares him down with no form of like anything. Look how he just looks at him. He just stares at him. Woo! Tell him, Justin. Tell him, Justin. Put a hat on the ball. Let's go. There we go. Tyler. He say, well, I fumbled. That's cool. But Coach, keep going to me, man. And we don't mind doing so. With knowing that Tyler Algier is going to be good still for us to come. Kadero Hodge, he's first down. Kadero Hodge was good. We're trying to take a lead here. Hopefully it's a 7-point lead. Gain of 3 there for Tyler Algier. We want us to make sure we consistently run the ball, though. Keep this team kind of guessing. We know it's not much we can do, but try to make sure they still know that, hey, we're not going to be a scared team to run the ball here. Definitely not in the first half. And we're tackled instantly. Algier going to lower his shoulder, pick up a first down. Pittman's having a really good first quarter so far with the pass game. He's going to step up. He's going to use his legs. And he fumbles. No! And we're going to force him out of bounds. He picks up 2. That was going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're beating them in total yards, even passing yards at that. But the fumbles, the turnovers, is keeping them in this game right now. It's not ideal for us to keep teams in games either. So that's... And Tim Patrick. First down. Nice tackle there by Montez Sweat. Big hit. He lose one. We're going to play man here. He's sacked! Montez Sweat records his first sack as an Atlanta Falcon. I said Montez Sweat. Josh Sweat, I'm sorry. Josh Sweat records his first sack as an Atlanta Falcon. And that's huge for us there. Big hit there by the land shark, Nate Landman. So Josh Sweat records his first sack as a Falcon. We was waiting to see how long it was going to take him to get one, and he gets one in just his second game as a Falcon. And we're going to fair catch this one. We're going to go right into Levi Wallace, I believe. So Penix fumbled on that last drive. Was it really his fault? Kind of, but he did have to scramble to get that first down, and we're going to run straight into a DJ Jones. Big D. Just sitting there waiting for us to get there. Without having the speed aspect in the backfield, it's a little hard for us to get quicker up those gaps with those big guys been there. Kyle Algier, he's going to pick up 3. We're going to get it to Kyle Pitts. He's going to pick up a first down, gain of about the first down. He's been playing really, really well. Really, really good. Can't really complain. And that's going to hit off his back. And we're sacked instantly. Baron Browning flies in off the edge. Yeah, we're going to make this a 4th and 6. We're trying to make sure we get some points going into halftime. And we're going to make sure we get the first down there. Drake London is going to make sure we get the first down there. Trying to make sure we get points going into half. Oh, Kadero Hodge dropped it. He at least had 8 yards. If not, the first down, because the linebacker that was going to maybe try to make that tackle was very far behind and very slow to kind of react. And we're going to overthrow. Tyler Algier there. We overthrown him there. Penix, he's getting the ball out very fast, very quickly. But he's not being very accurate for the most part. And we're going to get a big block there for Casey Washington, who holds on to the ball there as he gets hit. Holding offense. So that's not very good to see there. They're going to bring some pressure here. We're trying to get the ball out of our hands pretty quickly, and then we're just not able to. That should force us to punt the ball here. With this being 4th and 20, if it was a little bit closer, probably would have tried it, but with it being what it is, we're just going to let this one dive out of bounds at the 8. Pretty solid. It's going to probably be a Javonte Williams play here. That's going to try to get them down. And the big hit there by Clark Phillips, second man out of Utah, who we're giving the more start to right now to kind of get him that development, get him that, we just want to see if he can be a number 2 going into next season. If there's no corner there for us to draft in the first 2 rounds. And we can wait till the 3rd round and say, hey, well, Clark Phillips, we know what we can get out of him. He showed us what he can give us. Big hit. No fumble, though, but big hit. Nick said let me get some. Almost got picked off by Jesse Bates. He just tips it up. He kind of had a little bit of a teammate interference there. And it's incomplete. I thought he caught it. Thought Tim Patrick had that one for a second. D'Angelo Malone is out here now. Big hit there. They're going to burn the first of their timeout. Nope, incomplete. Justin Simmons, I'm sorry, with a good play there. Nice. We'll take it 3rd and 1. They're just trying to make sure they stay in field goal range. That's all. That's really, really good by them, though. Let's flip this. Nope, incomplete. Good play by Nate Landman. Good play by the Land Shark. We're going to be down by 3. We could potentially get into field goal range ourselves, or we can just try to, make sure we go into halftime with minimum damage. And, yeah. 33 seconds left. Let's see what Coach has in mind. He wants to try to get some yards here. I think Avery Williams and J.C. McClellan might be the 2 guys to probably come in and give us something. We get out of bounds there after picking up a gain of 8. Turf toe injury to Zach Harrison. That's no good for him, as he's supposed to be our guy going into next season potentially, if we have to go that route. And we're not able to get around him. Let's see what we can get out of. Can we get something deep here? We can get one play deep here and a couple extra yards. We could be feeling good about this. If not, this could be very bad. And we tried it, and we're just not going to get it. 4th and 6. Punt the ball off here. Going to halftime down by 3. And let's say that doesn't hurt us in the end, because it shouldn't leave them with much time. Big hit by Nate Landman. I was hoping for a fumble there. We're going to play a little bit of man here. Nice. We'll take it. All right, cool. That's going to take us to the halftime there. All right, down 3. 10-7.
Going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Brandon Ayuk up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Bills trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game.
Here we go. Let's see what we get out of this. Second half. Been in close games all year. D. Alford around the edge to the 45.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This offense had a strong first half throwing the football against in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
I think JC Mike comes in as our third down back now because Tyler Algier just can't do it. He's too slow. There's nothing wrong with him, but he just only have 87 speed. I feel like we need a little bit more than that. So we're going to pray JC can give us that. If not, then it's going to be a bad day in the office for us. But that's our hope right now is that JC McMillan can kind of give us a little bit of a picked up about 3. Only 10 carries for 16 yards. That's not ideal. But it is very ideal when you have an 86 speed running back in the game that can't really run as fast. We're going to find JC, and he drops it. That was our guy there, man. I thought that was our right read. It was going to be Kyle Pitts, but Pitts couldn't get it open. You're going to get a big-time block, and Tyler Algier doing what he does best, which is run through guys to pick up a much-needed first down there on that drive. And there's nowhere for us to go. We're going to lose a yard. Our bad day continues. This has not been a good running day for us today. Definitely. That's a tough catch and coverage. That's a tough catch for Kadero Hobbs to hold on to there. Darnell Mooney makes a catch, who already has a touchdown on the day for 60 yards. He picks up a much-needed first down there to keep this drive alive. So far we're just sustaining drives, trying to stay afloat, trying to stay relevant. Nowhere for us to go there. We picked up just a yard. And that's incomplete. We was looking for Drake London across the middle of the field. Only need 9 yards here. Let's be smart. We're going to find Drake London underneath. He's going to make a guy miss. He's going to pick up a first down. Takes us to the 8-yard line there. Penix has his team looking pretty swell right now. And there go a guy that's has 7 touchdowns on the year. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal here. And he gets bumped. Touchdown, Tyler Algier. We seen what the defense was giving us, and we was able to get out of that pass play and make it a run play for Tyler. And he scores from just 1 yard out and give us right back the lead.
For the extra point.
Cool kick is up, and it is good. We have a 4-point lead here. There's still a lot of game to play, 12 plays, couple yards, but Penix, man, that's our bright spot right now. Penix has been looking a lot better, a lot calmer, whatever you want to call it. Big hit, ball's out. We can't recover it. That's another fumble. We just can't recover. Oh, man. Just not able to jump on that one. Thought maybe we was able to jump that route, actually. Big hit, Justin Simmons. Simmons been hitting all day, man. It should have been nowhere for him to go. Instead, he finds a way to pick up 6. Nice shot at the bottom of the land shark. But first down for Darnell. Oh, what the? Why do I keep want to say Darnell Mooney? For Marvin Mims. Get a 1 there. Williams with 86 yards rushing today. This hasn't been it hasn't been a good day for us in the past game. Nope, big time breakup. Nope, incomplete. And he's sacked. David Onyemata. Josh Sweat was getting there with pressure as well, but he couldn't find the quarterback before David Onyemata did. But it's going to be a 1-point ball game here. Either way it goes, it's been a close game all day. All day has been a close one. Penix, though, has been looking a lot better the last 3 weeks. Even in our loss, he has looked a lot better. Today, he's looked a lot better. Avery Williams gets us to the 29. Here we go. The fans are loud. This stadium is roaring. J.C. McMillan. Or J.C. McClellan. The rookie out of Alabama, who's taken in the 6th round. He picks up a gain of 7. We're going to pick up a gain of 1 there. Brings up 3rd and 2. That's going to take us to the 4th. This is where we want to start running the ball with Tyler Algier and be very effective at doing so. But that's only if Tyler Algier can hold on to the ball.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play.
Let's see what we can get out of this.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2.
You find a crease. Tyler Algier. 1st down.
45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. You're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Good catch by Drake London. Tyler Algier gain of about 11. He's off to a better start than he did in the first half, or the first 3 quarters, I should say, because even the 3rd quarter he was still a little slow, a little sluggish. A lot better. We're going to pick up a good gain of 6 there. This is the bully ball we've been moving on. We know we can play now with Algier being more so the running back. He's going to fall for a 1st down. That's huge. All right, here we go for the 13-yard line. Let's see what we get here. We're trying to escape. Nowhere to go there. Try to get some yards here. We're going to pick up 8. Never fun. Let's see what we get here. And nope, incomplete. All right, so we're going to boost our lead back to 4. I don't think nobody got open on that play, man. I wasn't trying to rush it. I was trying to actually wait for it to come open, but I don't think I've seen anybody maybe get the ball to Pitts as he's on the linebacker. That's probably our best bet. Or we missed it. We didn't wait. We didn't wait long enough, man. I was so worried because I didn't know if he had an out route or if he had an in route, but he had an in route. Kadero Hodge gets open. Just that split second right there would have been just enough to get that because the linebacker's already moving. So, boom, now. Bullet pass that in there. Kadero Hodge touchdown. God dang it. I rushed it because I didn't want to hold on to the ball too long, but Kadero Hodge was open. I just gotta be better at seeing those a little bit more. I forgot his route, technically. I thought he had the corner route, but he had the inside route, and Pitts had the corner route. And I didn't want to throw that corner out. Definitely if they was playing, it looks like they was probably playing zone anyways. We do break them down eventually. That's a bad start to this drive with 6 minutes left. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Big hit. We gotta scoop the ball up. Clark Phillips has it. The second man out of Utah. He's running. He's gonna score the touchdown. Big hit. Justin Simmons. We making the wrong guy fumble here this week. It's supposed to be Bo Nixon, but we're making everybody else but him fumble, which is really, really good. Clark Phillips scores a touchdown on a scoop and score. So that's gonna boost our lead to 11. They got a really good return on that last kickoff, but we slow them down there. So you're looking for a stop here. He's under pressure. Big hit, oh my God.
So third down and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Operating for the gunner. First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
We're hitting right now. We making sure we hit. Clark Phillips. Give us some yards there. We're 21st in points allowed, which isn't bad because it doesn't mean we're not dead last, but we do want to kind of still slow that down just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. Dorless, Graham, Yamada. I don't know how he's finding all these guys open, man. Holding? Yes, thank you. Somebody called a holding. Because, bruh, he's out here holding bad right now. They out here holding terrible, chat. They out here holding me like it's nothing. Nice tackle there. If we would just give up another field goal, that's still not that bad. And he's under pressure. We try to hit stick him there and try to force that one out again. They're going to be looking for first down here. Big hit by A.J. Terrell. No fumble, though. He's still trying to make sure they score a touchdown here. Oh, we stopped him short there. He's going to try to hurry up here again. All right, last 2 minutes here.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
And he's sacked! D'Angelo Malone! Here, of course, his first sack of the year. Third-year guy to West. He's under pressure yet, and we miss. We miss in tackles. 4th and goal. They're gonna have to go for it here. And they're gonna get a touchdown. Adam Troutman. As much as I didn't want that to happen there, I couldn't switch up my play. There they go. They need this one. And I don't know what that was. 59 seconds left. They're going to go for the onside kick and pray they can get it to get the ball back to their offense. That was terrible, man. Terrible play by us. We do catch it, though, with Kadero Hodge. He picks up just enough to make sure we get the ball back. All right, we can't fumble here because a fumble here gives them back the ball with 3 timeouts. And a touchdown for them wins them the game respectfully. We're going to steamroll through a guy, and we're going to pick up again of an eye with Tyler Algier. Now this is where Tyler Algier has to come alive. This is the Tyler Algier show here in the 4th, and this is where we need him. He's not that fast. We know that. We know that. And he's going to fall for the first, but that could be coming back for holding. So that could be a negative 10, 15, 20 yards, I think. It's minus 20. Negative 10. So 2nd and 11 instead of 1st and 10. Those are the negative plays we want to avoid because that stops the clock for them. Plus, it makes sure, that gets us out of field goal range. If we were to need a field goal at this part of the game, picks up 2 there. Brings up 3rd and 9. Coach say, hey, let's go for it again. I can very much say no. Very much just switch this up, which I'm very reluctant to do here. And we are. We're going to flip this. Say, hey. Kyle Pitts caught it at the 39. We could go for it here and say, hey, let's just finish the ball game here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for it here. We're already 1 for 1, or are we 1 for 1 or 1 for 2? I think we're 1 for 2 for first down or for 4th downs here. And we're going to get it here with Drake London, and that's going to be the ball game here. We're going to take a 24-21 victory here on the road. Michael Bennett had a really, really solid game today. A really, really good game. Wasn't the most accurate game, but he still had a good game. I seen what I need to see out of him to know that, hey, he can be the future. He did throw no picks, which is great. Both rookie quarterbacks had a good game, but 70 completion percentage, which is good. 22 of 31 for 267, 1 touchdown, 59 yards was his longest pass today. 20 carries for 58. We gave 11 carries for 88, and both running backs had a touchdown. Both running back fumbled. Pickens fumbled as well. Bo Nix didn't fumble somehow. Really great game from Drake London, 6 for 88. Darnell Mooney had 5 for 87 and a touchdown. I love to see that. Pitts had 3 for 27. Today wasn't really Pitts' day. Mims had a really good game. Other than that, they didn't really have much. We had some guys have some solid games today. A couple drops here and there, though, but only 1 sack given up by J.C. McClellan. Other than that, really, really good blocking. 13 tackles from Justin Simmons. Nate Lemon had 6, 7. A couple tackle for losses. And then I think the best thing is that Josh Sweat gets his first sack as an Atlanta Falcon going into the break. D'Angelo Malone also gets his first sack of the season as well. And I guess you could say Josh Sweat gets his first or second sack of the year, first sack as a Falcon. No picks or anything, but a lot of forced fumbles, 2 from Justin Simmons, 1 from Nate Landman. We had a fumble recovery for 42 yards and a touchdown for Clark Phillips, the second-year man out of Utah. Justin Simmons had a fumble recovery as well. All in all, really, really good game from the guys. But we walk out of here victorious, 24-21. It got close at the end because we just couldn't get any stops in the red zone, which is kind of terrible for us. Kind of sucks to give up that late game touchdown. But all in all, we had a really good showing. I like what I seen from the guys too. Uh, Going into this, bye week next episode. We went on a 4-game win streak. It got cut short by the Saints that beat us by 20. And then we bounced back and put up another dub in the win column. And that should give us at least, hopefully, a 2-game lead with the Saints playing Cleveland this week. As the Saints do need to get this win to kind of keep their playoff hopes still alive, even with us beating the Broncos, who moved down to 4-7. So we're sitting at 7-4, feeling good going into the bye. Coming out of the bye, we played the Chargers, who was sitting at 5-4, hopefully sitting at 6-4, praying that they beat the Bengals, and the Bengals still trying to make their playoff race. Um, Indianapolis, though, for the most part, has that division on locked down. Um, yeah. So with that being said, we didn't get our goal, which is kind of terrible for us, which is something we really wanted. But we did force a lot of guys to fumbles. We just couldn't get him to fumble, which is kind of where it hurts a little bit more. We couldn't get him to fumble him specifically to fumble, but we forced a lot of fumbles. The rookie doesn't really get revenge because they didn't win. We just couldn't make him fumble. So with that being said, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace. Squaw. Gang.